Hello students, welcome to Pharma E-Class. I am Dr. Tahir Nizami, Associate Professor at Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. We are studying about UV visible spectroscopy. In the series of lecture of UV visible spectroscopy, our today's topic is absorption and intensity shifts. In last lecture, we have discussed about what are chromophore, what are auxochromes, what are the various factors which affecting absorptions of organic compounds. Now in this video we will discuss about a very important concept of UV visible spectroscopy, that is absorption and intensity shift. Now if we draw a graph between the lambda and value of epsilon, epsilon is molar absorptivity coefficient or molar extinction coefficient. So if we draw the graph between the lambda max and epsilon, we will find that any organic compound show a particular curve which is absorption, which is based on the absorption of UV light by that organic substances. Now we will find there are four types of chemical shifts in UV visible spectroscopy. One type of shift is known as hyperchromic shift, and another type of is known as hypochromic shift. Third type is known as bathochromic shift. It is also known as red shift. Fourth type is known as hypsochromic shift, or it is also known as blue shift. So basically there are four types of chemical shifts in UV visible spectroscopy. Number one is hyperchromic shift. Number two is hypochromic shift. Number three is bathochromic shift or red shift. Number four is hypsochromic shift or blue shift. Now let us discuss each type of shifts in details. Red shift indicates that you have learned that white light can be divided into VIBGYOR, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So the red part is towards higher wavelength and the blue part or the violet part is towards lower wavelength. So when the lambda max of any compound is shifted towards higher wavelength, then this type of chemical shift, this type of change in intensity is known as bathochromic shift or red shift. It is known as red shift because the wavelength is now transferred from 200 from UV light to visible light, that is from 200 to 800 nanometer, and VIBGYOR in VIBGYOR R is having higher wavelength. So since the lambda max is going towards higher wavelength or towards red side, so this is known as red shift or bathochromic shift. What are the reasons behind the bathochromic shift? We have studied in our previous lecture. Addition of chromophore or auxochrome, presence of chromophore or auxochrome. You know what are chromophore? Chromophore are those organic moieties which are when attached to any organic compound increases the lambda max of that compound. So addition of this chromophore can increase the lambda max and they can causes red shift. Auxochromes are the compound which are when separated from, they do not absorb UV light or do not impart color, but when they are attached to any chromophore they increases the lambda max and again they can cause bathochromic shift, like we have studied in our previous lecture. We have also studied that there are some types of solvents which can causes increase in lambda max, like benzene, chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, etc. So if your organic compound dissolved in such type of solvent, then the lambda max is increased toward higher wavelength. Another factor which causes bathochromic shift is conjugation. Conjugation is formation of double bonds or triple bonds. Double bonds or triple bonds. So as conjugation increases, as higher number of bonds increases, the lambda max also increases. And multiple bonds, if more double bonds or more triple bonds are there, gradually the lambda max of compound increases. So this is the basic four reasons for bathochromic shift. Bathochromic shift is the shift of lambda max towards higher wavelength. Bathochromic shift is also known as red shift because the lambda max is increases towards higher wavelength and towards red VIBGYOR, that is red light. Now what is hypsochromic shift? This is just opposite of bathochromic shift. hypsochromic shift, also known as blue shift. Now, as the name suggests that the blue shift is due to the transfer due to reduction in lambda max of compound, and now the lambda max is transferred towards shorter wavelength, that is blue side. So we can say that this in blue shift the lambda max is reduced to shorter wavelength and it is transferred to shorter wavelength. It is also known as hypsochromic shift. Now students, what are the various factors which affect hypsochromic shift, which causes hypsochromic shift? Number one is removal of chromophore. Just we have studied that addition of chromophores added causes increase in lambda max shift, lambda max towards red wavelength. Removal of such chromophores shifts the lambda max towards shorter wavelength or blue wavelength. Removal of auxochromes, again the same concepts. Removal of certain moieties which have tendency to absorb radiations. If these compounds are removed, then the lambda max is shifted towards shorter wavelength. Solvent effect, we have studied that methanol, ethanol, water are the solvents which absorb at shorter, which have lambda max around 165 nanometer, and if we changes the solvent of compound, then certainly the lambda max of that compound will be changed and it will be transferred to shorter wavelength. Removal of conjugation. Just in case of red shift, we have studied that as we increase double bonds and triple bonds, the lambda max is shifted towards red wavelength or higher wavelength. If we remove conjugation, if we saturate the compound with hydrogen or we remove the multiple points, then it causes shift of lambda max towards shorter wavelength and it will cause blue shift. So blue shift and red shift are the two types of shift in which lambda max is either increased, that is known as red shift, or decreased to a shorter wavelength, that is known as blue shift. Now let us discuss what is hyperchromic shift. Now hyperchromic shift is increase in the intensity of absorption, or it is increase in the epsilon value. Epsilon value is the molar extinction coefficient or molar absorptivity of any compound. So any increase in molar absorptivity of that compound is known as hyperchromic shift. And what is hypochromic shift? Hypochromic shift is opposite of hyperchromic shift. That is, in hyperchromic shift, the epsilon value or value of molar extinction coefficient is increased. In hypochromic shift, the value of molar extinction coefficient or molar absorptivity or epsilon max is decreased from the normal value. So hyperchromic shift, what are the causes of hyperchromic shift? We can take a very good example, pyridine, which is a solvent which has a lambda max of 257 nanometer and value of epsilon is 2750 nanometer, 2750. Now, when we cause methylation and we add methyl group to methylene pyridine moiety, it will form 1-methylpyridine, and the lambda max of 1-methylpyridine is 262 nanometer, which is 5 more than pyridine. So addition of methyl group increases the epsilon in lambda max and also increases the epsilon value. Here the value of epsilon of pyridine is 2750 and the value of epsilon value of 1-methylpyridine is 3660. So this gradual increase in the value of epsilon is due to hyperchromic shift. So in hyperchromic shift, addition of certain compound increases the value of molar absorptivity or molar extinction coefficient. In hypochromic shift, we can say that, for example, biphenyl, a compound whose lambda max is 250 nanometer and the value of epsilon is 19,000. When we do methylation and we form 2-methyl biphenyl, the lambda max decreases from 250 nanometer to 237 nanometer and the value of epsilon also decreases from 19,000 to 10,250. So this reduction in value of epsilon or molar extinction coefficient is known as hypochromic shift, and this is caused due to addition of certain groups. So addition of certain groups may increase the intensity of UV absorption, that is epsilon value, or can decrease. Both can happen, and that is the cause of hyperchromic and hypochromic shift. So these are the 4 types of chemical shift which can be seen in UV visible spectroscopy. Number 1 is bathochromic shift or red shift, hypsochromic shift or blue shift, hyperchromic shift and hypochromic shift. Hope you have understood this video and this lecture. In next lecture, we'll start with instrumentation of UV visual spectroscopy. Thank you.